Hello, my lovelies. Elsie here to do a reading for you. It's just a general collective reading. It's for all signs. It may be your reading, it may be not. But I will call out the signs as I do this reading so you will know what's going on and what energies we're looking at here. If you're the person who just usually reads tarot along with me, because you've probably been doing it long enough if you've been around for a while. And let's take a look. Let's start here. Let's go past, present, future, find out what's going on here. How will the collective know that this is their reading? Please give us some details about the collective, this general reading. All right. So we've got temptation, which come up in the reverse. We'll take those three here. And bottom of the deck is patience and planning. That's future energy for me. So in the past, it looks as though there's been some sort of a release is what I want to say. Somebody has been released from a situation in the past, and it feels like the situation was either, maybe you felt it was toxic collective or it was codependent. It feels like a release, which means that someone was kind of locked into or chained to, felt like they were trapped. It feels like this, with this being in the reverse, that this is being released from something that may have turned either toxic, or there was fear or doubt, or tell me what this is about, please. What's been released with the devil in reverse? It's been released. Unchain my heart, Charlie just said. I unchained my heart. That's also a song, by the way, from back in the day. Time to move on. There was no justice here. Got the King of Wands in the distance. So we have the Justice card in the reverse. We have the Wheel of Fortune, and we have the Five of Wands. Well, it feels like there is some sort of a release. It could be a job or a relationship. There was some sort of a release here. Because there was no justice, somebody couldn't get their balance in the relationship. It just wasn't... may have been too much karma that we were trying to conquer together. Imbalance. We just couldn't get it right. That's what I feel. We just couldn't get it right. It's like when two people go to give each other a high five and they miss. We couldn't get it right. We couldn't get on the same page. We couldn't match. So I feel like somebody here decides that they're going to move along. The Wheel of Fortune, it tells us that it's divine timing that you move along, actually, right? It's divine timing that you move along. So I feel as though you almost resist the change, though, because that's what the Wheel of Fortune is. It's a change. And it's a hard change. It's all the fixed energies, which is hard energy. And if you are fixed energy, if you are Scorpio or Taurus or Leo or Aquarius, you know that change is hard. And you're going to stay in the same spot you're in, my fixed friends, until it gets so hard that it's more uncomfortable to be where you are than it is to move forward, and that's when you're going to move forward. That's what the Five of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune tells me. It's like it's like you go kicking and screaming, right? The changes are coming. You know that the changes are good. You know that it's positive, that you've been released from this situation, but it's almost like the Wheel of Fortune drags you in kicking and screaming. Yeah. Because it feels like you feel that you're never going to get your justice. It's like, here's another one in the basket, right? Yeah, this one didn't work out either, Elsie. It is divine timing that you move on. Please know that if you were released from a situation, or you released someone else from a situation that wasn't working for you, it doesn't have to be toxic. It could just be that there was a lot of doubt. It wasn't the right time. Maybe one person had an addiction, maybe both. But it feels like it was divine timing that released you from this situation. It was supposed to happen that way. So I'm sorry if that was you, but it was supposed to happen that way. What's going on in the present moment, please? Thank you. In the present union, it looks like we've got a spiritual union here. So a spiritual union. Of course, this is the Two of Cups. We've got love. So it looks like there was a release for you in the past, and coming forward. Here we go. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. We've got the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Sorry, not the Wheel of Fortune, the Nine of Cups. Wheel of Fortune's over here, but we've got the Nine of Cups, the Queen of Swords in the reverse. What else do we have, please? In the present energy here. Present energy. Why is the Queen in reverse? The Queen's in reverse because of the Three of Swords. Okay, so the Queen of Swords is in the reverse because of the Three of Swords. Somebody's broken her heart or disappointed her, and so I feel as though she is very skeptical of what the Nine of Cups might mean. It feels like she is dealing in. She usually deals in swords, right? She's always going to deal in swords, being in truth and honesty. But it feels as though she has skepticism, or she's very much become a pessimist. I'm saying she because there's a woman on the card, but please understand we're talking about masculine, feminine energies. We're not talking about women and men. So she wants the happiness, but she's very much become a pessimist about what the Nine of Cups might mean. Like, really, is it the Nine of Cups? You know, it feels like she's really being very logical about feelings. And it's because she's had her heart broken. It's the waiting game. Someone's stepping very carefully, trying to go as quickly as they can, using their intuition. Feels like we're kind of in the dark, but feeling around. And that's why it's taking so long. I've never done this before. I'm on a different road. That's what it feels like here. I've got the Six of Wands and Four of Wands. It's 10 Wands. It's a burden that's being dropped, being released. Somebody has released themselves from some sort of a Four of Wands and the Six of Wands. The Four of Wands and the Six of Wands, it feels like something has become really heavy here. It's a long-term relationship, or I don't necessarily know that the relationship itself is long-term, but it's something you agreed to long-term is what I want to say. So I don't think that this is going to continue to be long-term is what I'm saying, because the 6 and the 4 is 10. That's a big burden. This relationship has become a really big burden, and someone's waiting to get themselves out of this situation. The Wheel of Fortune, I feel, is here for that reason, to get you unstuck. Yeah, to break the chains that bind here, so you can move forward a little freer. In the current moment here, it feels like there is somebody, could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, doesn't have to be, but it could also be someone who's a water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. If I'm speaking with you, I think you are the pessimist. You've been through so much. You've been dealt with in swords in so many ways. And so I feel that you don't really have a good thing to say about the Nine of Cups. It's like it's for other people. What are you talking about? It's like all the people who will come to my channel or email me privately that tell me that I'm giving people false hope. That's sort of the Queen of Swords energy. That's that energy. So I feel like you've become a pessimist of the spiritual union, that you think it's not coming, that you've become a pessimist about the Nine of Cups. And it's because you've been so disappointed in the past. So I'm not going to say, why are you like that? I'm going to say, why not? Because I feel like that you've been disappointed or heartbroken so many times that this here is staring you in the face. And for some of you, it's the person who's been trying to persistently date you that you've been pushing away. And there is somebody that you've been pushing away because you're waiting for the person you've labeled with soulmate, twin flame. It feels like there's somebody here you're pushing away. And what I want to say is your spiritual union is here right now. For whoever I'm talking to, your spiritual union is here right now, and you're not paying attention to it because it's not wrapped up as you thought it would be. you thought the gift wrap would be different. You would notice the red and not the blue. Do you know what I mean? The Chariot's here. So in going forward here, it's like we want to go forward. This feels like the car when someone steps on the gas and the brake at the same time and all the smokes come out the tires. You know what I mean? The low riders and stuff. That's what this feels like to me. It feels like somebody really wants to go, but they're being held back by themselves. Their thought pattern and their inability to be able to come to a conclusion or make a decision is holding them back. It could be a Cancer that's being held back. Could be an Aries that's being held back. Of course, we're dealing in swords again. Somebody's really passionate about the Queen of Cups. Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. And they have been keeping quiet about that because they are a traditional person, or they could be in a long-term relationship right now, but they want to talk. Long-term relationship is right there. We saw the Hierophant, which confirms that that's a commitment, right? All right. Okay. What's the collective being released from, please? Why is the Devil in reverse? What's the collective being released from? Thank you. From the Seven of Cups. From being in indecision, being emotionally overwhelmed, and not being able to make a decision about all the opportunities that are coming toward you. So it feels like you release yourself and immediately you get a bunch of emotional opportunities that come toward you after the release. So it's like people know that you're single and here it all comes, right? And it's making you feel emotionally overwhelmed. You don't know which one to pick because you have so many opportunities and options. We have the Five of Swords. You begin to fight with yourself. Maybe I'm shallow. Maybe I'm too picky. Maybe I'm, it feels like somebody who gets a lot of attention doesn't want the attention. Got the Four of Cups. Because this person, I feel, is thinking about someone else. You get released from this situation, and I feel like there is someone. You have all these opportunities coming at you, collective, but you don't want them because you're thinking about the one cup that's coming in the door, the one that you ignored. Yeah. You were in party mode or in celebration mode or whatever that was, and here it comes, and you're like not paying attention to it. So I think that once you are released and the Wheel of Fortune moves forward, that although you're beating yourself up about this not working and you not getting any justice, I feel like once you're released, all this energy comes toward you and you don't want it because you're waiting on the one cup. There's the Wheel of Fortune again. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Right? So I'm going to say I'm sorry that your relationship ended, but it was supposed to. You may be a fixed sign and now you're mad at me, but that's okay. I'm good. I'm a bull. I can carry it. But we have, the Wheel of Fortune. So it feels like somebody's hoping that there's going to be movement or that we're going to move forward or have fortunate things with somebody who offered a cup and I didn't say anything. Well, guess what? The cup coming in the door, guess where that is, right? There it is between these two people. Yeah. So somebody told you their emotions and you ignored it. It feels like since then, since the ignoring of the cup or the not accepting of the emotion the person offered to you, it feels like you've been fighting with yourself or trying to fight off emotional offers because you only have the feelings or the eyes for one person. I think it's the person that is supposed to be in the spiritual union with you. All right, pick your side, right? It is a general read, y'all. It's a flip-flop, and it's a general read, and I read it from both sides sometimes. So, yeah, just drop yourself in. Get yourself a good coffee, a good strong one. You're going to need it. Tell me about the spiritual union. Tell me about the spiritual union, please. All right. It's the Seven of Swords. That's curious, isn't it? It's deception or lies, or I didn't tell you something. I wasn't honest with you. This person knows that you are their Two of Cups. They know that the Wheel of Fortune is here because divine timing is here. They're being sort of pushed forward toward the spiritual union. And somebody here has been lying about their feelings, that they really are in love. They're in love with you, collective, but they didn't show you. They did not. Nope, they ended it with you instead and they walked away. And they ended up in another thing, I believe, something that was long term, something that didn't make them happy, or something that didn't work out. For some of them, it could be that they were married and now they've left the marriage and now it's time for divorce. And I don't think it's because of the spiritual union, but understand the Wheel of Fortune is here twice and there's no coincidences. So I feel that the first Wheel of Fortune comes in order to break you through the Five of Wands, because you're being hard on yourself. I don't know if I should leave. I'm not really sure. It's not working out for me. And then you finally, Justice is in the reverse and you're released. And then the Wheel of Fortune comes at you again. Now it's time to move forward to the spiritual union. So you're being pushed along here. Got the Moon card. Didn't see it coming. Somebody cut someone out or blocked them out and they didn't see it coming. Also, I feel someone's about to make a grand display of emotion. I don't speak like that, grand display of emotion. And I think why I'm supposed to say that is because it's not just a rose or a bottle of wine or can I take you out? It's grandiose. Yeah. Somebody's going to make a big deal about it. A big deal about it. Someone was denying the spiritual union. They knew it. Underneath, they knew it. Pisces and Cancer, right? Very intuitive, very psychic energy. They knew it, but they ended it anyway and didn't tell you how they felt. There we go. Yep, there it is. Somebody's in a realization. The Tower is here. It's a realization that I gotta go. I gotta ask somebody out. I gotta see this person. I need the reunion. It's a realization that I knew it all along, but I didn't act on it, and somebody is about to act on it. Someone's about to act on this spiritual union. Now understand though, whoever this person is that is going to act on the spiritual union, I feel is the person who has been the skeptic up to here. If you're the person who's the air sign, you're this person who's skeptic of the Nine of Cups, I believe. So, gosh, y'all, got lots of endings here. So this is going on the Tower. That's why I pulled it. And we've already got an ending here. So the Tower is, something comes to an end, which I believe is, the release over here, right? Something comes to an end, a long-term relationship of some sort, with the Justice card, I believe. And then we have the Tower. It's a realization that it is over, and I gotta go. Three of Cups, I gotta go. It's a realization that it's over. It's a disappointment, but we're breaking each other's hearts, or I'm breaking your heart. It's heartbreaking that the situation came to an end. It's not like you didn't want to be in the situation, collective. It's not like you didn't like this person. I just believe that it just wasn't giving you Ten of Pentacles vibes, right? It wasn't giving you that. And I feel as though you felt better to end it with somebody over here and release yourself from a situation that had the potential to become quite toxic. If you had stayed too long, this is a lesson you've learned. Don't stay too long. Know when it's time to go. That's a really big lesson in life, actually. So I feel like it was very disappointing because there was some emotion here, right? But we got to move on. Yeah, there was some emotion here. There was probably even love. Back here, I feel like in the other relationship, but it just wasn't. It wasn't for you, and you knew that. You feel it here with the Tower and the Three of Cups. You feel that you just have to move forward. You have to be released. It's like it was all happening for that reason. In sequence here, I feel like the release was so you would have the realization. Tell me about the waiting game. What are we waiting on? Somebody's waiting to come home is what I want to say. Six of Wands. Somebody's waiting to come home or make a home. The Six of Wands is, victory after the fight, after being through some stuff that's really, really tough. And it feels almost as if somebody's going to be rewarded with some kind of victory. Victory in the Four of Wands, in the form of Four of Wands. Now, to me, I was looking at this as being very burdensome, and I think there are going to be burdens that are dropped here after a long period of time that we've been apart. And this could be happening for you right now, honestly. This could be happening for you right now, that there is somebody here who has a wish that they feel like you feel like home. They have a wish for a long-term relationship here, but they've been waiting to say something. They're not showing their feelings, or they weren't, even though they realize this is probably a spiritual union. This person is very much a cynic, whether they're feminine or masculine. They're very much a cynic, and they've had their heart broken before. It's like, Elsie, I've been here before, right? I've had my heart broken 1,000 times like this. But what I think makes the difference this time is this here. Yeah. That's what makes the difference this time, the realization. The realization that it had to come to an end. It was disappointing love. It was time to move on. Somebody just wasn't 100% happy where they were. It's taken someone a lot of courage and strength to do the waiting, but I feel like someone's been working on the inner self while they've been waiting. Somebody who has harnessed their magic and tamed the inner beast. So there's been some real growth going on here. That's why there's been a waiting. See, understand that it's not always because, they're dating or they want someone else. And we have to sort of zoom out, y'all, and look at the details and the bigger picture. It's not always because of a terrible reason or that they don't want you. We automatically default to they don't want me. It's not what's going on here. What's going on here is somebody is learning the path. They're learning that they need to wait for the right time, and they need to have courage and strength in order to move forward. And that's what the delay was. There was a lot of juggling. To find balance. I'm not sure what I need to do to find balance from here, but I do believe the moment of alchemy, someone here is listening for the moment of alchemy to make a decision. Make a decision about the Page of Pentacles, about something that's going to materialize. So asking someone out, maybe we're going to give each other a small gift. There's a message coming that is going to materialize in 3D now. It's very close for you. You could be waiting on a message from a Sagittarius, from a Leo. Could be waiting on a message from a Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Any of the fixed signs are here as well. Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, and Aquarius. There we go, Knight of Cups. So someone is coming forward to ask you for some of your time, or to give you something small, or to make amends. Someone has struggled with the decision. They're coming in with Page energy here. They're coming in with Page of Pentacles energy here. So it's going to be very small. Possibly communication, but can I meet you up for coffee? Something like that. I would just like to see you. This person is opening themselves up, being a little more vulnerable. This person's not used to being vulnerable, but has made a decision that it is time for them to show their emotions to you. So the waiting game was, I believe this person was growing and learning, stretching, and that this person, their intention is to have victory in the Four of Wands and the long-term relationship. I feel like that's what's about to happen here. And it could happen pretty quick, because we've got the Knight of Swords. And so that's why you should allow the Wheel of Fortune, the changes to come. You should stay out of the doorway and stop being the traffic cop and let people come in and go as they will. Let them leave when they want, let them arrive when they want. Because when we start to put tags on people and chase them places, that's when it gets really troublesome. That's when life gets super hard, when we're chasing the thing that doesn't belong to us. No matter if that's a job or a person or the house or the car you can't afford or whatever it is, that's when it ends up in trouble. Tell me about the spiritual union. Why is this person such a pessimist about the spiritual union here? Tell me more about the Three of Swords and the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Got the Hanged Man in reverse. Yeah. It feels like here somebody doesn't believe that it could happen. This person who is in the Queen of Swords energy, whoever that is, feminine or masculine, somebody here it's like they've come to a realization that the Ace of Cups isn't real, that love doesn't begin. Yeah, it feels like somebody is like, yeah, this Three of Swords is stuck to the Sun in reverse. I mean, life is good, but it's not completely happy. I've just had a lot of disappointments. This person was not believing that there was any sort of spiritual union or anything like that could happen because they've been through so much. This person might even be a single parent who's dealing with kids. They just don't have right now, in the present moment, don't have the ability to see over the clouds or over the fence in the backyard. It seems like it's, the sun is life is going good, but it's not the sun in the upright. We're not growing and learning and stretching. No, because this person is a real pessimist about love. That's the conclusion they've come to. Tell me more about this in the near future, please. This long-term relationship. Oh, what's the challenge with this person? Yeah, they are someone who. They don't really believe that you can heal the self either. They're very much a pessimist. Yeah. Someone who's not really thinking logically, but someone who, with the star as the challenge, I feel that this person needs healing, and they're not really participating in their own healing because they're very negative in their mindset. And understand that your thoughts become things, and the sooner you realize that, the better off that we are all. And I feel like the challenge here is somebody needs to heal from a broken heart so they can heal their pessimism and they can realize that the Nine of Cups is available. So we do have somebody who is going to come forward, but I feel like they're going to do it in a very pessimistic way. Or when you speak to them about future things, what are your endeavors for the future in terms of a relationship, this person's going to say, I'm not the one who's ever going to get married. Yeah. And that doesn't mean that can't change, but that's what they're coming in with right now. This person's coming in swords with the Sun in reverse and the Ace of Cups in reverse, right? Yeah, they just moved on, right? Okay, so the waiting game. Tell me more about this. How long are we going to have to wait for this? Because I feel like somebody is coming in super, like in the very near future. It feels like there is going to be a conversation or someone's taking action. Someone's going to show they may not say it. And that's the thing, because this person's coming in Knight of Cups energy, right? With a page. So they may not say it, but they may show it. So for those of you who are waiting for the verbal backup of, I really like you, will you go out with me? You may not get it. You may get action instead of words. The person showing you that they want you in a long-term relationship and they want stability with you, that they feel like they're connected to you. So I want to say that the waiting game could be one that you are playing, that you are waiting for this person possibly to tell you how they feel about you, and this person might not be feeling vulnerable enough to say it out loud. But this person's going to show you. They're going to be persistent with you. They're going to take your invitations. They're also going to give you invitations. So I feel like the waiting game is that this has got to go slow because all parties involved have been hurt before. And maybe we're just not using all of our intuition right now. I also feel like there is a conversation that's got to be had about secrets that are coming out. Somebody wants to tell you something. I think it has to do with them, having a plan and wanting to take action with you towards the 10 of Pentacles, which is the abundance, the long-term relationship, the happiness, the everything, contentment, right? Yep, that's what it is. Somebody is opening up about their feelings. They're opening up about their feelings here because the High Priestess is in reverse. The secrets are coming out, and they are bringing in, it's the Knight of Cups, right? They're going to deliver the information in a very solid kind of 3D, very grounded and logical way. But I feel like this person is going to spring some secrets on you. Yeah. I feel like that's coming up pretty soon, actually. I don't date and time these readings because I feel like they're going to happen when they're going to happen. But it feels like with the Wheel of Fortune involved here that this is all going to go off really quickly for some of you. Yeah. And that this person, and like I said, this person could be someone that is not just, it's not wrapped up in the right parcel or has the label that you wanted to stick on someone else. Maybe it was supposed to be their label. There's somebody here who I think that is in your face right now, around you, persistent, trying to take you out, trying to do things with you, and you may be pushing them away. Yeah, but it also could be because they're in a negative energy, and maybe you just don't want to have anything to do with the negative energy, and I get it. I totally get it. I feel like whatever's going on here is this. Yeah, this person is being, they seem sketchy to you. I think they seem pessimistic, but I think this person is just really very serious is what I want to say. They're serious about sharing their feelings with you. They want to do it in a very solid and grounded way because they know that you are also a solid, grounded person. Like maybe both of you have earth and water. Yeah, I think I'll leave it there. Thank you so much for coming to watch. I'm going to go for now. Thanks you all, and I'm out for now. If it resonates, let me know. Like to see you in the comments. You know it.